Hey everyone, and welcome to Empowered by Self-Love, the podcast. My name is Jessica Fuentes, and I am a certified professional coach. I will be here every Saturday talking about transformation. How to transform those difficulties you encounter throughout your life into lessons. How can you transform that victim mindset into one of opportunity and growth? If you want to transform your life, the key is to learn and realize that you have everything you need within yourself. If you are looking for a safe place to find inspiration, motivation, and the tools to become empowered, then this is the podcast to listen to. This podcast is brought to you by my website, Empowered-SelfLove.com. Thank you for joining me every Saturday, and I want to thank you all for listening every week. Thank you for your support and for making Empowered by Self-Love, the podcast, part of your Saturday routine. I am extremely thankful and grateful for your warm welcome. My hope is to bring you the tools that enriches your life and that helps you become more empowered. So thank you for sharing with your friends and family, and let's continue to spread the knowledge and the inspiration. In this episode, I will be talking about time management skills for goal achievement. Hi there! Happy Saturday! I wish for all of you to feel well, full of energy, and ready for today's episode. I welcome you to another episode of Empowered by Self-Love, the podcast. I am your host, Jessica Fuentes, and today I want to talk about the importance of time management in achieving your goals. Let's put it this way. If you don't plan on how you will distribute your time to reach your goals, most likely you won't achieve them. And if you get to reach your goals, you will be taking the longer route, because if you don't manage well your time, you will end up taking the longer route. Good time management enables you to work smarter and not harder, leading to an increased level of productivity, less stress, and a better balance in your life. By definition, time management is the process of planning, organizing, and prioritizing your tasks to make an efficient use of your time. And this is crucial if you want to achieve goals, because by allocating specific time blocks for each of your tasks, you can be more organized, you can finish tasks on a schedule, and avoid feeling stressed out and overwhelmed. This also helps you move closer to your goals faster, because as you create the habit of following a schedule and planning your time, you will begin to work even faster. You will also be able to adjust and adapt, because you will get to realize that certain tasks can take longer than expected, but others can be done faster. And then, with your experience, you will be able to adjust your tasks even better, because you will be able to identify better which tasks will be combined between each other in a better way, as well as to determine which ones have priority over others. So for example, let's say that your goal is to plan a vacation. If you don't set time apart for that goal, it will be harder to find good deals, to determine an accurate budget, and you will realize that if you don't divide the process into tasks, it could become overwhelming, when it should be a fun process to begin with. So, the way to go about it is to determine which tasks are priority over others, which you can plan later, and which can be ignored. After you go through this process once, you will learn the order of the tasks and next time you will be able to complete them more efficiently. Now, making this a little more technical, and I want us to focus on the 3 essential time management skills that you need in order to achieve your goals. Because developing effective time management skills is fundamental to making the most of your days and reaching your goals. These foundational skills will help you set yourself for success. And these skills are prioritization, goal setting, and planning and scheduling. So let's start with prioritization. It's important to understand the difference between urgency and importance. Urgent tasks demand immediate attention, while important tasks contribute to the long-term goals. There is a concept called the Eisenhower box. And this is a simple approach that can help in sorting out your tasks in a quadrant that will help you to prioritize them effectively. So you can grab a blank paper and draw the 4 quadrants. And in one quadrant, you're going to write urgent and important. In the other quadrant, you're going to write important and not urgent. In the third quadrant, you're going to write urgent and not important. And on the fourth quadrant, you're going to write not urgent and not important. So on the urgent and important, you have to write there the tasks that you need to do as soon as possible. Examples of these tasks are completing a project that is due for today for a key client, for example, responding to a medical emergency, or preparing for an unexpected meeting with your boss. Under the important and not urgent, you need to schedule these tasks to ensure you dedicate time for them. That helps to prevent them from becoming urgent. So some examples for this quadrant could be planning for a personal development course, could be building a relationship with customers, or could be setting aside time to prepare for a career advancement opportunity. On the quadrant of urgent and not important, these are tasks that could be delegated if it's possible. And if it's not possible, know that these don't contribute significantly to your goals. Some examples could be answering phone calls or emails that could be handled by someone else or that are not important. It could also be attending meetings that really don't require your input. It could also be responding to social media notifications. Now, on the fourth quadrant, the not urgent and not important, these are tasks that are not necessary and that should be eliminated when possible. Examples of these are binge watching TV shows. It could be continuously checking and responding to non-critical emails. Or it could be engaging in excessive social media browsing. Now, we're human and we also need to sometimes binge watch TV, right? Or just spend time on social media. If those are things that are important to you in the sense of getting time for yourself to decompress, that's cool. You should do those things, but you should establish a time for that. And I'm going to talk about that a little ahead in this conversation today. So you create your 4 quadrants and you put in there your specific tasks, because these are just general examples. Maybe your tasks are aligned with social media and you are trying to build a business on social media, and using social media is your medium to communicate with people. So social media interaction should be on the top of your list. So just make sure that you get to understand what is important, what is urgent, what should be prioritized, and use these quadrants to identify them. Now, moving on to goal setting. You need to have clear and well-defined goals because these give direction and purpose to your time management efforts. Without them, it's easy to drift away from your goals. So it is helpful to use the SMART goals approach. So let me break it down for you. SMART goals are: S stands for specific, M stands for measurable, A stands for achievable, R stands for relevant, and T stands for time bound. So now let's go over each of them. Specific. Goals should be clear and specific. Instead of saying, I want to be healthier, say, I will exercise for 30 minutes every day. Replace the expression I want with I will, because it changes the way you see the goal. It makes it become alive rather than something far away. Because I can win a Ferrari or a yacht or to win the lottery with the jackpot of $1 billion, but how achievable is that? When you switch to I will statements, you make them achievable now. Now, M for measurable. Introduce metrics to track your progress. For example, I will read 20 books this year instead of simply saying, I want to read more. Because when you say, I want to read more, you're not being specific. There's no measure there. When you establish measurable goals, then you can track them and you make yourself accountable for them. Now, A for achievable. Set goals that can challenge you but that are still attainable. Unrealistic goals can lead to frustration and demotivation. R for relevant. Goals should align with your broader life objectives and with your values. This ensures that the time and the effort invested are worth it for you. Lastly, T for time bound. Setting deadlines creates a sense of urgency and it helps you to prioritize your tasks. It transforms vague goals into actionable steps which are clear in your timeline. Now, let's go to planning and scheduling. You should have effective to-do lists that can help boost your productivity. Remember which are your priorities, limiting the number of tasks to avoid being overwhelmed. And it's important to review the list at the end of each day to check what you were able to achieve, what you did not get to work on, and what needs your priority on the next day, as well as to determine the new tasks that should be added to your next day's to-do list. Also, time blocking. Allocating specific blocks of time to different activities can lead to better focus and more efficiency. You can set blocks of time for your different responsibilities, such as time for deep work, time for meetings, time for breaks, and time for your personal self. Because it is important to also take time for yourself to decompress and to rest. There is also digital tools and apps that can help you in your planning and scheduling. Tools like Google Calendar or, of course, Microsoft Outlook for scheduling and setting reminders. There are also apps like Trello or Asana that can help manage larger projects with tasks that need delegation or that need tracking. And lastly, continuous review and adjustment. It's super important to revisit your schedule and your to-do lists regularly so that you can make adjustments as needed. You have to have flexibility because that ensures that your time management strategies remain effective as circumstances evolve. So as I conclude on today's episode, Let's reflect on the key takeaways that can transform how you approach your time and enhance your productivity. Number 1, prioritization. Master the art of distinguishing between what's urgent and what's truly important. Use tools like the Eisenhower box to arrange your tasks effectively, ensuring that critical and long-term goals receive the attention they deserve while you minimize the time you spend on less impactful activities. Number 2, goal setting with precision. Implement the SMART goals approach. This can significantly sharpen your focus by getting goals that are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. You will be equipped with a clear roadmap to success, and that will make each step deliberate and purposeful. Number 3, strategic planning and scheduling. Embrace the power of planning tools. Effective to-do lists, time blocking, and digital applications like Google Calendar or Trello. These tools can help organize your day-to-day tasks and projects, allowing for seamless transitions between tasks and ensuring no valuable time is lost. Number 4, regular review and adaptation. Ensure you revisit and you adjust your plans regularly. Flexibility in your approach will allow you to adapt to changing circumstances efficiently, maintaining the effectiveness of your strategy as new challenges and opportunities arise. And number 5, personal balance and rest. This one is important. Time management is not just about work. Set aside time for rest and for personal care. Integrating breaks and personal time into your schedule preserves your energy levels and boosts long-term productivity and creativity. By incorporating these essential time management skills into your daily routine, you pave the way for achieving your goals more efficiently and effectively. And remember, your time is a precious resource. Manage it wisely and watch your dreams become a reality. And don't forget, if you're looking for more personalized strategies to enhance your time management, I'm just an email away. You can reach me at jessica.fuentes@empowered-selflove.com. And let's work together to empower your self-love journey. If you feel that this is a message you connected with, I am very glad and happy that this will be the beginning of an extraordinary journey of transformation and empowerment for you. So remember that we have a date every Saturday. You can't miss the next episode in which I will be talking about the importance behind having an accountability partner. Thank you for listening to today's episode, and I hope that you enjoyed it and that it brought some perspective as well as hope. If there is any particular topic you would like me to discuss, or if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me via email at jessica.fuentes@empowered-selflove.com. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. You can find me there as empowered.selflove. I also encourage you to visit my webpage, empowered-selflove.com, and explore more about what coaching is all about. In the Services tab, you can sign in for the free discovery session. During the discovery session, I will explain everything you need to know about coaching, the type of coaching I specialize in, and the packages I have available for you. You can find all the links on the episode's notes. Remember, if you like this content or thought of somebody that could benefit from it, please share it with your friends and family. Remember that we have a date every Saturday, and I can't wait for us to meet again. See you next week!